Uh, uh, Good day to all my friends, my family members, all over the country and around the globe. My name is Victor Olaore Omoshehin, and today I feel down in my spirit like a Nigerian. I feel highly disappointed. The pride of Africa spirit is no longer in my life because of what recent happening in Imo State. You've been following some of this news, and you can see the highest level of stupidity, the highest level of ignorance being displayed in the public by His Excellency Governor Rochad Okorocha. He erected an image in honor of President Jacob Zuma, the president of South Africa. The cost of this image was calculated to be around 1.4 million naira. And a road was also given in honor of President Jacob Zuma. And if you agree with me, he was also given the highest state level merit award that have ever been given to any highest level personality in Imo State. It was also given traditional title by some traditional rulers in Imo State who do not maybe read news, or they just glue their eyes to NTA. They don't know what is happening around the globe. They are not seen on CNN, on Al Jazeera. The 3 times impeachment attempts on Jacob Zuma because of his corruption charges, because of over 2 billion rounds of corrupt allegations, and a lot of them that is against and around him. The news just gave us a breakout news that the Supreme Court in South Africa had rejected the appeal by President Jacob Zuma that it should not be tried. And the Supreme Court have ordered that it could be tried, it should be tried, and it shall be tried. And the trial continue. 783 counts of charges. And this governor, Rochad Okorocha, this is the same governor that is owing salary. Arrears of salaries of civil servants over 77 months have not been paid. This man is accumulating debt for the incoming governor in Imo State. And here you are displaying your ignorance and your level of corruption in the public. And it's been viewed all over the world. How do you want people to talk about Nigeria? What reputation are you there to redeem? Why? What gave you that audacity? What gave you that qualification, that the justification for you to think that Jacob Zuma is a saint and it's somebody that is worth of emulating as a leader? There are the likes of Nelson Mandela. We have the likes of Awolowo, Obafemi Awolowo, the likes of Nnamdi Azikiwe, the likes of Tafawa Balewa. We have the great men in Nigeria who have done us proud. We have great women in Nigeria who have done us proud. You can't erect the image of these great people. You are inheriting an image of somebody who is presiding over a country, and in his tenure, in his administration, South Africa is coming down every day. And in his administration, in his tenure, in his lifetime, Nigerians are being killed, murdered in their blood, in their cold blood on the street of South Africa. And you are inheriting his image. I will appeal to all young people in Imo State. You can destroy that image if EFCC is not ready to work. Maybe the issue is Jacob Zuma have a deal with Rochad Okorocha. He's going to bring in South African money to be invested in Nigeria, kept in Imo State, and so that when he finishes his tenure, he can be able to hide his treasury and all of those things here to escape charges in South Africa. And possibly Rochad Okorocha is also taking away the money from Imo State government and from the poor masses in Imo State and investing it in South Africa. There could be something, a mutual agreement between these two men. Of course, that's why the Bible says two cannot work together except they agree. So for Jacob Zuma and Rochad Okorocha to do what they just display, it means both of them agree together. This is Nigeria, the same Nigeria that I and you belong to. I am not going to run out of this country, no matter what the level of intimidation or harassment is coming from DSS or any authority whatsoever. I will continue to speak the truth. if the DSS, the EFCC, and the APC government, if they are not ashamed of themselves and they kept quiet, seeing this ignorance, this high level of public immaturity being displayed by the governor of Rochad Okorocha in Imo State, it should be questioned. People in Imo State are suffering. There's a lot of affliction, a lot of civic unrest, a lot of unemployment, a lot of kidnapping, a lot of armed robbery, a lot of stupid things happening in Imo State because the government is not responsible. This is a government that whatever it does is to demolish people's houses, demolish, if you belong to the opposition, demolish your house, your shops, or whatsoever, without consultation, without negotiation, without adequate notice, without relocation plan. It does things at its own will, and EFCC is keeping quiet. They will continue to celebrate them. And by 2019, this man will still come out and campaign, vote APC. You are disgracing me, and you are bringing down my spirit as a Nigerian. I want the president, Muhammadu Buhari, to intervene, and Vice President Oshibajo, I want you guys to intervene in this stupid act of nonsensity that is happening in Imo State. How can we herate and celebrate the image of a criminal, a sitting president of South Africa who is being corrupt and charged in his country? Maybe tomorrow, Rochad Okorocha will also have a name or a street in South Africa. Zuma is going to ensure that that's happened. But I bet you, and I'm going to tell you this, that after this celebration, let Zuma go back to South Africa. He's going to be charged. He's going to face his corrupt charges. And mind you, whatever he finishes his tenure, he's going to jail. That road you name after him is a long road you need to walk down to the prison in South Africa. Because South Africa is different from Nigeria. It's not a country where they will tolerate all this nonsense. And young people, don't keep quiet. We have freedom of expression. We have freedom of association. We have freedom to express ourselves and talk. So nobody can intimidate me. I will talk because this is stupidity. This is ignorance. This is the same governor who shut down a lot of public health institutions to say that he's going to privatize them without considering the poor masses who are living with HIV in Imo State, without considering people with cancer, diabetes, disability, and all of the poor masses. All what you can do is to spend $1.4 million to go and erect an image of a criminal. Allah being, there's God though. There is God. Like our former First Lady will say, there is God.